Hey girlies, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Rachel, and you're listening to the Game Day Girlies.
Welcome back, Game Day Girlies, to another week. I was stressed. I don't know if y'all were stressed, but I'm so ready to just dive in and talk about it.
I was
And
thankfully not stressed because Alabama did not play.
yes,
And so I got to just be a spectator, and it felt really good. I can't lie.
I love that for you.
I needed to, I guess, de-stress because this week will be stressful
Yeah,
for
sure.
us. So, or just really sad. I don't know. One of the two. It'll be stressful. It might be stressful and sad. It might just be sad. I don't know. But yeah, we jump into week 4 recaps because it was something. First off, we have Texas Tech at Utah. And Texas Tech won 34-10, which I know I picked Texas. I picked Texas Tech, but I was surprised that the game was this far off.
Yeah, same. I too was shocked. I was like, I don't know, and I'll be honest, I don't intently watch all the teams. I do try and watch as much as I can and look. And so these teams I've seen, but not intently okay, let's analyze. So
yes, just dissect.
yeah, so from what I did see, they felt fairly closely matched, but I guess
Right.
Texas Tech said we're not. And I feel even the score, I mean, the score is pretty big of a gap. But I feel the way Texas Tech played too, it really could have been a bigger gap in the score. So,
and people were talking about how they were playing in Utah and the elevation is so much different because obviously Texas Tech is in Lubbock, which is
yeah,
West Texas flatland.
yeah, right.
So they were like, "Oh, Texas Tech they don't even know what they're gonna do." Did it okay? Well, obviously not.
Yeah. So, I mean, good for them, but that did kind of shock me. So from that game, I learned I really need to sit down and analyze more teams. Dissect. I need to pull out my
broaden
notebook.
your horizons.
Yeah, I need to pull out my notebook and dissect, so then I can make better guesses. Because I am determined this season to at least be Rachel. Yes, I've had 2 seasons, and I have lost at the end of the year, so I have got to do better, and that starts with. Look, I'm not gonna never be loyal, but this hurts. This hurts so bad. Syracuse at Clemson, and the score, Clemson, y'all got mollywopped. It was 34-21, and I'm just the score again to this one, I feel it could have been a bigger gap the way the Clemson was playing. Yeah, I was just heartbroken. I had no words. It's AI. This is not real. I'm living in a simulation. This just feels like I'm in a bad dream. I'm in a bad dream.
I can understand how you would feel that way because if I were you, I would also feel that way. We'll get into, some political things. My real thoughts, my true thoughts of, why we're here. But yeah, Clemson, there has to be something has to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that is because it seems like it needs to be done on the field, off the field, in the meeting rooms, in the weight rooms, in the front offices, but
everywhere.
There's a lot that needs to happen here.
Just
for y'all to salvage a season.
Yeah,
Jordan is also upset because because now LSU's
that win don't mean nothing. It means nothing.
Nothing. And so yeah, he is feeling a certain type of way, and is only rooting for Clemson so that it looks good on LSU's resume. Yes, because right now it's moot points.
Moot points.
Yes.
Moot points.
So our next game is Auburn at Oklahoma. Oklahoma pulled it out 17-24. As an Alabama fan / full-time Auburn hater, this made me very happy. I really can't stand Auburn, and I'm just glad that they lost.
Yeah.
But I do think Oklahoma played not great. They played obviously well enough to win, but for like a home kind of showing, it wasn't really giving what it was.
Yeah. Well, I do think like Auburn was a little bit more motivated because the quarterback was at Oklahoma last season. So like, I feel like that adds a little bit to the dynamic, but
to the drama.
So, but I felt like it was I felt this was an interesting game for me. And so obviously I was rooting for my former Clemson Venables. And so to see him win was amazing. But I just feel like this was such an exciting, like interesting game to me. I felt like the rest of the games, at least up to that point, I was just like, okay, like it's on, but it wasn't like grabbing my attention or like exciting me. So I felt like this was a nice little midday game time.
Yes, I agree. We love an SEC matchup. We love a top 25 matchup.
Yeah, so. It was really good. And it was a close one, so we love that.
Yes, we do.
Our next game, which was game day, was Florida at Miami. Miami did win 26-7. I'm actually a little shocked at how the game kind of played out because Florida's defense looked... I mean, the ending, Miami just started scoring, but like their defense up to like, or in the second half, I'll say once the second half came, they looked kind of like decent. They tried.
Yeah. Florida's defense was, and I know that it has to be so like discouraging whenever you're a defensive player and you're going out there and like making stops and like making plays, making things happen. Yeah. And your offense gets out there and is dilly-dallying, doing nothing. Yeah. Not making, and you just, and as a defensive player, you just keep going. You have to keep going out there. And
like,
I'm
tired.
Even score the points.
Yeah. Like they're tired. They're just tired.
Yes, very much so. So the Florida defense definitely, there's only so much you can do. Yeah. There's only so much you could do. And they definitely pulled their weight. Yeah. Now, I don't know what this means for Mr. Napier. Yeah. But it's not good.
I fear he is I fear he's on the chopping block. Like
it's rumored that, they have the boosters have raised the money to pay
boost him out. To boost him out.
It's rumored. Now this is just like Twitter rumors that I have deep dove on Twitter, and they do indeed say that the money is there.
They did a GoFundMe.
And the crazy thing is that there's already been 2 head coaches fired this season. Yeah. And we're going into week 5. Yeah. UCLA fired their coach and Virginia Tech. Yeah. So it's getting really strict and ruthless around here.
Yeah. I saw it on TikTok and it was, I don't know his name, but it's a CBS sports analyst. And I feel like he said it really, really well, but he was like, this is like a production based, like moving forward. Like, and it was in the past, but like it's immediate production now. So it's like, if you're not, if there's like nothing,
because you have the transfer portal, right? You don't have to wait for talent.
A whole new season.
You don't have to wait to develop talent. So why would we have to wait on you to coach, develop to talent? Like you're getting this talent. You're getting juniors coming in that are immediately ready to play. Yeah. So you need to be producing. Period.
Yeah. I need to find his name.
Yeah, I can't remember. You have to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, I do. But it was a black man that wears glasses on CBS Sports. You know who you are if you're listening. Okay. I don't know. Next time I'll come with the name.
Yes, we'll cite our sources. And our final game from week 4 is Illinois at Indiana. Now this one shocked me.
Yeah.
I will say,
and I was mad.
I was very mad because otherwise I would have been 5-0. But, or actually no,
Clemson would have disappointed you.
Yeah. Anyways, so Illinois lost at Indiana 10-63. And I almost thought that this was, like, I didn't start watching this game. It wasn't, a game that I was running to turn on to my TV.
Right.
But then I was, like, catching up through the highlights, and I was like, and Indiana is not, they heard all the smack talk.
Yeah.
Being spoken.
Yeah. They were like, we deserve to be here. We're going to make our mark, which is crazy too, because now they're not even like in like this ranking up. They're not top 10. And I feel like they had like a more convincing win than like even some of the top 10s. So they're just going to keep clawing, clutching their pearls again and hooting and hollering.
Whatever, y'all, you did what you did last year, and now nobody can forget it. There's no coming back from this. We said that it was strict this year. The AP voters are not playing with y'all.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to do a little bit more than beat up on Illinois at home. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Indiana. But
that did also shock me. So, but good, I guess, good for them. I was disappointed, but whatever. Those are all our games, and honestly, shout out to everybody else besides Clemson that handled their business and did what they needed to do, because there were no crazy blowouts this week. It was like everybody did what they needed to do.
Yeah, so nothing crazy happened. But circling back to Clemson, I need to know.
Okay,
are y'all gonna fire Dabo?
Okay, here's the thing. Right. Should he be fired after one season? I don't of one bad producing season. I don't think so. Because even the seasons where it seemed like a decline, like we still had a winning season. We still had an opportunity to play in the playoffs. We were still there. They didn't win, sure, but you were still there and in the number. This season is his first really
terrible start.
And so I feel like to punish him for that after what he has already accomplished is kind of not fair to him, but also to the point that was just made of you have the opportunity to go into the portal and get this talent and you're not doing it. I think that is also a thing that needs to be discussed. But I don't know. I don't think he should be fired. I mean, obviously, everybody's mad. Everybody's upset. But I'm loyal to my Tigers, and I will look dumb supporting them the rest of the season. But I'm never going to vote against them, and I'm just always going to be for them. But I just don't think it's fair to try and fire him after one season, and then there's still the rest of the season to go. No, we're not going to be in the. Probably not. I mean, a lot can happen, but I highly doubt we'll be in the ACC championship. We won't be playing for a national championship, but we can still come out with a winning season and play in a bowl game and win that. So it's just is it what we want? No. Are we used to being in the top of the conversation and playing for these big opportunities? Yes. But
I feel like if you are a Clemson AD or in a position of authoritative power in the athletic department at Clemson, and this has happened, we're here. What do you say? How do you watch the entire, what seems like, it actually is, because Clemson is truly the only team that has not taken anybody out of the portal other than the literal military teams. What do you say to Dabo? I'm having a come to Jesus meeting. Hey, this year we're going to do our best. We're going to finish strong.
Yeah.
But as soon as that portal opens,
we
need to find a way to make our team better.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the type of conversation that has to be had at this point.
Yeah. I get it. But I mean, he did tap into the portal this season. I think he got not many. It was 2 or 3. I can't exactly remember, but it wasn't many. He did not tap in, but he did get a couple. So we have a couple. But I mean, I agree. I feel like he should like open his mind to it a little bit. I do think he's kind of like stuck in this old way of playing. And if that's the case, then you need to like get out. But he's already said, like, if I'm fired here, I'm not sitting on nobody's beach. I'm going somewhere else, which he will. Like, here, like, you have Florida trying to fire Napier. They would hire Dabo.
No, they would.
Yes, they would.
There's no way that Florida would hire Dabo if he had the mentality of not truly taking advantage of the portal.
I think they would. I think they would.
No,
I do. Yes.
Florida.
Yes, I do.
Jess,
They've
no.
had that. Yes, I do. To just change it up. Would they keep him? Maybe not. But I do think that they would take them or take him. In the comments, like, read the comments. Everybody's like, all the fans want him.
I don't care about the comments.
They do. I'm just saying, like, if the fans want him, if the fans are like, come over here, they'll take him. And that's like, he's not going to sit idle. So it's like, you get rid of him. He's going to go somewhere else. And then who are we going to replace him with? Like,
there are plenty.
No. Like, who are we going to take him with? Who?
I think it's not the who, it's the mindset of the who,
in my
opinion. And so it's like, you could have the best coach in all of college football. Mm-hmm. But if they are not progressing with the times, who cares about what they bring, how they coach, how they develop, how they mentor? You're not winning games, and you have to win games.
I get that.
I think that it truly has to be. I get the whole old school kind of mentality and tradition. Like, I understand that. I have no problem with that premise. But you do have to bend. Doesn't mean that you have to break, but you have to bend. And Dabo ain't bending enough for 2025. Yeah.
I don't agree, though. At least, like, I do think, like, for me, I do think from the point of view, like, the people and the coaches of at least in the ACC, like, they are a mentorship type. Like, all of the coaches, if you look at them and hear them, it's not all about just winning games. Like, y'all over there in the SEC, yes it is, y'all want to win and that's it, got it. But I do think,
it's dog eat dog over here.
I hear you, but like, that's not all it is over here. Like, they're developing, like, they really do care about developing the person. And so it's like, I don't think like they're just gonna be like somebody who wants to go in the portal. I don't think they would hire somebody like that. So yes, they want somebody to go into the portal, but then it's like, okay, but who? And then there's also gonna like hold these ideals and hold these mentorship like qualities to build up the players. Cause like at the end of the day, everybody ain't going to the NFL. So what are you doing after? Like, what's the plan after?
Yeah.
So it's like,
I hear you. I totally understand. I think the additional part is because everybody's not going to the NFL, that NIL is such a huge part of the college athlete experience these days. And whenever you know that you only have 4 or 5 years to potentially make this amount of money, because let's be honest, whenever a lot of these kids are going into the professional world, they probably are going to make less than what they are making
for sure.
NIL.
For sure.
My mindset would be like, oh, we're stacking. Where can I'm going? And it has gotten kids in trouble. We've seen Nico, for example, who really should not have done what he did. Yeah. But it's the reality of, because Nico's not going to go play in the NFL. So yeah, he should stack all the money that he can, because you're not going to make that much money whenever you get out of college.
Yeah. No,
so those are the things I kind of think about. But I hear you. Each conference is so different and has so many, cultural and traditional kind of premises. And so I get that and I respect that. And I think that's what makes like college football so beautiful. Like there's such a wide landscape.
Yeah.
But I do believe that Dabo he's got to have a stiff talking to.
Yeah, I agree. And I do think like I don't, because they're ready to fire him tomorrow. Not the AD and all
the
of
fans.
The fans. Let me clarify.
Yes.
The fans are ready to fire him tomorrow. I think that's too much. I think give him the season, let him do whatever needs to happen in the off season, the portal, get new coach, like whatever needs to happen, and see what happens next season. And then I feel like that's when the firings can.
Because I think right now his buyout is like $60 million.
They ain't ready for that. Itay is not ready for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's steep. And I think next year it only goes down by like $4 or $5 million. Like they're like, you gotta wait.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I don't pay my 10 a year, so it's not in the bank. I'm telling y'all right now.
I don't even pay my little alumni association dues.
Yeah,
I ain't got it for y'all in this GoFundMe. I'm not contributing to Dabo's downfall.
Right. If I was about to say it, if that's what it's going to, y'all ain't ever seeing it.
You'll never see my money.
Never see my
God,
money.
I'm dead.
But
well,
no, yeah.
I mean, I do. But I hope that Dabo figures it out.
Oh God, me too. Me too.
He will. Y'all will. It'll be. There's a hard moment. These are hard moments, and there's only one way for us to figure out, how it's gonna end up. And every week you have a new opportunity. So,
yeah. All right. Speaking of new weeks, we will go into our week 5 picks. We don't have too many games for you, but we do have a Friday Night Lights game, guys. So be tuned in. It's a late one. So take your nap after work. Go get drinks. But it's 24 TCU at ASU. Again, Friday night at 9 p.m. I think this is going to be a better game than like the rank. I mean, TCU is not like soaring.
They're only ranked 24.
Yeah, and I do think like ASU had high hopes towards the beginning of the season. They lost to USF, but I think they've won the rest of their games since then. So I think they're kind of back on a roll. So I'm actually going to go with ASU on this one.
Wow, that's funny. I'm also picking ASU. I feel like, they stumbled early on, and I think they were ranked like top 10 at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I think
so. This is still a good football team, and they're also playing at home. So, like I said, I'm picking ASU.
Yes.
Our next game, we have number 21 USC at 23 Illinois. Now, this is a conference game, and it is a top 25 matchup. Illinois is playing at home. I think after being embarrassed by Indiana this week, that Illinois is going to come out with something to prove. So I'm picking Illinois.
Okay.
This week. Oof. Don't let me down.
I am picking USC. I feel like they're kind of they're sneaking a little bit or under the radar. They look good. They've been playing well, just very consistent. And to your point, I just feel like how badly Illinois looked, like, I don't know, like maybe they got too much hype a little bit. So for me, they may have something to prove, but I just don't think that they'll prove it. And so I'm picking USC.
Very fair. Very, very fair.
Oh, gosh. So next game we have is number 4 LSU at number 13 Ole Miss. I think this is a good game, and will be a good game. And Jordan, don't hate me. I'm picking Ole Miss. My reason being is because I honestly, yes, LSU has been winning, but I just don't feel like their wins have been that great. They haven't
been tested.
Yeah, they have not looked amazing to me. They've looked good, but they haven't looked amazing to me to go on a road game in the SEC and beat Ole Miss that I think is playing really well.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, I agree with everything that you said.
I understand though.
The only saving grace that I see here is that it's not like a night game. I just feel like there's a different environment, to be had in a night game. Not to say that it's not going to be a very difficult environment at Ole Miss. It will be rowdy. Those kids would have been at the Grove all morning getting nice and messed up for this game. So I'm not digging at anybody at Ole Miss. But I have to pick LSU. And their saving grace will be that they're playing at 3:30 and not at 7:30.
Fair.
Truly, their only saving grace, if saving. And then finally, oh God, we have number 17, Alabama at number 5, Georgia at 7:30. I'm, of course, picking Alabama, but we're playing in Athens at night. Last year, this game was electric for anybody watching. I just have such high hopes for the game in general, even if we lose. I've given up. I've given up to God. The rest of the season. Y'all are not, these 18 to 24-year-old boys are not gonna dictate my emotions.
Will not disturb my peace.
I am rebuking that, because at the end of the day, I want to see a good game, and I'm gonna cheer for my Tide. But yeah, I am nervous, to say the least. I'm nervous.
Yeah, no, I'm nervous for you. I do think I'm picking Georgia. I am gonna pick Georgia. I just think they just always find a way to win, and Alabama.
Truly.
So does Alabama, right? But like, they've just been a little shaky to me.
A little.
Yeah, they've been a little shaky to me. I'm trying to be nice, right? And also, I can't like talk too much rah-rah.
Right. Right. It's like, we could go toe for toe, honey.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, though. I don't want to do that. Oh, God. Okay, so yeah, just a little shaky to me. I do think it's going to be like, because this is just a good game. This is a good matchup. Everybody loves it. It's one of those games. But I am picking Georgia. And luckily, I can be a spectator this week because I don't need no more stress. Clemson doesn't stress me out.
Yes, Clemson has a bye week this week, so I'm really happy for you.
Yeah.
I'm just pray for me, child.
I will be praying.
But these are our games for the week. Of course, don't forget to make your picks on our Instagram at the Game Day Girlies on Saturday mornings, and use the sticker so that we can see your picks. I'm like loving seeing people like pick,
it's
and
so fun.
Everybody has also been so like pretty spot on with like the polls and our stories this season. So we have some expert pickers out there, which I love. But we are wrapping up this week, and it's going to be a good one. We have some great matchups. So don't forget, again, to make your picks, and we will see you guys next week. All right. Bye, Game Day Girlies.